Well, hello. How's it going? Friday night, soon to be Saturday morning here in the lunchroom. Wildcard night. Wild card. Joker's Tribe card pulls. I see you in the chat. Spots left? Yes, there are spots left. Depending on which break you're interested in, I definitely have cardboard available to you. You may be the only one at the moment, but we're going to leave the door open and let people walk into the lunchroom cafeteria. Time to dine on some delicious cardboard here. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Saturday morning, I mean. Friday night. Just got done watching the All-Star breaks. Awesome break. Watching All-Star breaks, Diamond Dave, pulling some awesome Bowman first. I ended up with way more Bowman first than I had thought I was going to get, without a doubt. And one of the things I'm probably going to try to do, if you were coming here from his room, I'm going to maybe hand out one of those Minnesota Twins that I won. I got 3 Minnesota Twins in this break. along with the Seattle Mariner. Bowman first. Unbelievable. It was almost like it was rigged. I don't know if you got to stop over there, Joker. It was pretty cool. But I got a couple of breaks online. I've got one that's a cheaper one we could probably get into. One with Chrome, although everybody's doing the other Chrome. But one with a $15 one with Chrome and Topps Chrome. Could do something like that. Or I could throw up another $16 one. Just a 2-boxer. The problem with that is when you break 2 boxes like that, there's not a lot of cards. And split it up 30 ways, a lot of people get, for $16, they're going to get the skunk. Preston. Wow. I appreciate it, Andy. I appreciate it, Preston. Yeah, that was wild. I don't like the idea though, and Dave mentioned it himself. Topps, come on, Bowman. Mix it up. Shake it up. Shake the dice, Mix up the tickets. You can't put two of the same card in the 3-card box. 2/3 of the box was the same player. You can't do that, especially for a premium product like that. I'm not going to sit here and poo-poo it. I mean, the fact that I'm on the receiving end of it, you know what, Topps? Your screw-up is my benefit. Thank you. Joker, just waking up, huh? Well, top of the morning to you. Well, I'm wide awake. Me and Junior and the neighbor took a 9.6-mile bike ride tonight. I picked up a cargo rack after I got done hopping on earlier this afternoon, and I was able to strap a Coleman cooler on the back of my bicycle. And in order to endure through 9.6 miles of Western New York canal front, I had to have some ice cold ones, some ice cold pops. Why can't they ever do double cards of the top guy? Andy, well said, well said. Yeah, I mean, that goes down. That's a quality control issue, man. If you're going to sell a 3-card product at a premium price, you can't have the same card. You can't have the same. I mean, I guess if you're a Minnesota Twin fan and you're trying to build that guy's rainbow, sure. Oh, man, that's like a Christmas gift, coming out of the sky. But majority of the people want a variety. I mean, if it would have been 2 Trout cards back-to-back, would we be complaining? Yeah, because I didn't have the Angels. Absolutely, I'd be complaining. If it was 2, who's another player? Well, Fernando Tatis Jr. cards, back-to-back. Would everybody be complaining? Yeah. No. Or in your case, Joker, you like Cleveland. So 2 back-to-back Bieber autos? J-Ram autos back-to-back? I've had that happen almost. Ohtani, there we go, Andy. My pack, I got 3 cards in a pack, and it was back-to-back Ohtani autos. Okay, I mean, I don't like it, but I'd be okay with that. I remember the iMac box I got last year in 2020. If my memory serves me well, and it usually doesn't, it was... There's 6 cards in iMac, 7 cards? And I believe 5 of the cards, 5 or 4, were Indians last year. And who was the big Indian rookie? Was it Dave? There was a Dave guy. I can't remember the names. But I remember 5 of the 7 cards, or 4 of the cards, were Indians. And that was a harsh break. It's like, okay, the guy who had the Indians, yay! I love Cleveland. Not the Indians, the Steamers, or should we say the Guardians. And as someone on the other side, man, that's a tough thing, man. It's not easy. Anyways, anybody interested in getting into some cardboard? See a couple people rolling in. Got the lunchroom door wide open. Wide open for business. Everybody that wants to come in and join in. I've got a website up. I'll put that into The Chatteroony. See, this is the problem, man. Right now, when I type something, which I have typed a bunch, I can't see in my chat box what I type. And it's like a game breaker. It's why I don't stream across different channels like I used to do. So I've been seeing some amazing, amazing cards come out of this Bowman Chrome. I'll have to say, the last 3 days have been exciting. Real exciting. And I noticed they jacked the price up on this stuff. Good for me. Good for everybody who hangs out here, because I'm going to sell it at the prices I have it. I already have a set cost. Yeah, Preston, I'd be into that. I wouldn't mind. I could even do up one almost that mirrored OMGs the other day. Could do a $600 divisional break, $100 a spot. Maybe a box of Chrome, maybe a box of HTA. So that would be fine. Yeah. And then I would probably throw some extras in there. Yeah, I could be down with that. We could do that with the ones right in front of here. All right, Preston. So box of this, box of that, $100 a pop, and then I'll find something I could throw in there. We'll put it on the screen, see if it flies. If it doesn't, it don't. But man, 5 autos. 2 of them are going to be Minnesota Twins from what I've seen. This is the one I have here without the Topps Chrome. It's a $40 one, which could be huge. Could be all pitchers, maybe. Could be all hitters. Could be all Austin Martins and Luis Rodriguez, or I want to call him Lou Rod right now. I thought I saw that in chat. I think Randy Dean said, "Yeah, I already got a Lou Rod." Kind of follows that Lou Bob movement. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we can do this. We'll do this right here. Man, Preston, you've got me. You've got my card juices flowing. It really helps to go back and look through your inventory every once in a while. Sometimes I pile stuff up and I forget what I have kicking around. Man, I was pretty excited to see all those cards come out. Showing my best cards. I'm pretty excited about having this card, especially. Checking it out all night. I want to get into these older cards. I remember having a couple of these in the 80s. But we flicked them around like nothing. I mean, I didn't put them into my bicycle spoke like everybody else did. I would never be that uncivilized. You wouldn't do that to baseball cards. There's other things you could put into your bicycle spokes. All right, well, we'll put it up on the screen. Why not? Andy, I got your spot. So I got 2 takers, so we only need 4 more to go. Preston, Andy, got the number 1 and 2 spots. I'll put it up on the screen. $100 for a division. 2 boxes. We'll sprinkle a little lunch du jour into it. Got some retail kicking around. I actually have a box that I think the distributor sent me. And I didn't intend on breaking any of it, but it just showed up. I don't know if this is the spot to do it. I don't know. What is this stuff? Is this good stuff, guys? I think they slipped this in by accident. You know, it fell off the truck from the distributor. Is that any good? I've opened Prism in the past, and I gotta say, it's kind of Prism baseball just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what you guys think. I'm not a big Prism baseball, and I think it has a lot to do with the logos. It really does, because Prism's nice in basketball and football. I love it, but not seeing the logos on Prism on a fine card like that just sets it off. It just sets, I don't know, it turns me off. I can deal with Optic. I don't know why it is with Optic. Optic has a pretty good variation on it. Treat you better than my wife. Well, you should see me sitting here with all my shirts off and clothes off. It got so hot in the last room. Yeah, Preston. Well, we can do both. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna give it I'll give it a little time. I'm kind of half in the bag, and I was thinking about getting into more of it. We're just looking for participation. I got the lunchroom doors wide open. Remember walking down the school hallway, and you're approaching the lunchroom. You're like, oh, to me, favorite time of the day. No, looking at the doors. There's orange cones sitting outside, or the wet floor signs holding the doors open. You kind of just stumble right into the lunchroom. That's what'll happen tonight. We got the doors wide open. Trying to open more doors with this restream thing, but I think I'm getting lag or something. It's kind of taking my undivided attention too. But I'll put this up. Let me focus for 2 seconds. That's the one. That's the one we're looking for. And I want to listen to music, but these are the times where I turn the tunes on and YouTube police start knocking on the door. Reminds me of when I first bought a margarita mixer in my younger days. And we insisted on taking the margarita mixer out onto the balcony of the apartment we had. Watched the cops drive by us 2 or 3 times. We're still outside, 4 of us, making margaritas in a brand new blender we had. Then finally the cops come up, knock on the door. They're like, you guys are loud. And we're like, margaritas. Of course we're loud. Cop didn't agree. YouTube cops are just like those cops that the margarita police in my 20s, just like the YouTube cops. I want to just sit here, just listen to music. Listen to music, then I get the threats from YouTube. So I won't sing to you. Let's see. There's a way to change that. That was a scrolling banner. Barely looks like a scrolling banner. It looks like a train wreck right now. Come on, get out of there. Oh, there we go. Well, I blame my secretary for this. You know what? No lunch breaks for the secretary. No more liquid lunches. That's it. No more margaritas on the balcony. Man, what the heck is wrong with this thing? Am I that idiot? That dumb? Thanks, Andy. Do you have my pants on yet, Dave? Man, yeah, I finally put them back on after I left your room, man. I was getting a little too toasty in there. As a baker, that's not easy, Dave. You know, all my bread turns to toast when it gets that hot. Keep it cool, man. That was awesome. I really, really wanted you to random off that Twins, the base card. It's all good, man. Uh, Great break, man. That stuff is fire. I'll give it away. Man, what is wrong with this banner? Why won't it go that way? I'm just that far intoxicated, I believe. Just start it over. You're a Casey Musgraves fan. Her new album is great. Preston, I've heard her on an interview on the public radio, the PBS station I listened to. What's it called? World Cafe. They had a Casey. I think she was on today. In fact, I haven't checked it out. Her voice is all right. I could take about 10 minutes of Casey Musgraves. That's about it. I got to go back to my blues. I can give it away. All right. Dave, hey, man, great stuff, man. I feel bad. I don't know if you missed my little rant about Topps and Bowman. It's a 3-card pack, and 2/3 of it is one person. You got to split it up, man. You got to make that better, especially at a premium price. That's just my personal opinion. Other people may think different. Other people who have the Twins might think different. Oh, all right, Dave. Hey, man, I know you rigged it. I'm sure you did. I mean, that's what we do, right? We're both from New York. It's our thing, right? Man, it's the toughest. That's the toughest, especially with new folks there. I mean, all you guys know how things go. Once you're around the hobby, if they're even if they're new folks, but they're seasoned folks, they know how it works. It's just how the whole randomizer goes. Unless they're like people who work for the randomizer company, then you could really mess with people. So, what are your thoughts on breakers getting into their own breaks? Just curious. Don't know anyone that does it. Just crossed my mind. Andy, I used to do it. Then I had a bunch of people. I had one person complain about it. So I just quit doing it. My wife used to buy into my breaks quite a bit. And she may or may not have been funded partially by me. And generally, my thought on it, I don't care myself. I'm fine with it. Yeah. I don't think most breakers are shady. Most of the people that are doing good business are good people. So, I mean, their wife or their brother or their son or, whatever, throw them a spot. And especially if the extra spot helps fill it so you can open it up for everybody. Hey, you're only committed to how much you bought into it. So that's just my personal thoughts. Yeah, the kids always get the hits. The kids, I'll tell you what, my kids are amazing at, especially Dylan, or junior lunch. He helped me pick a roster for DraftKings. We're not allowed to bet lines here in New York. You can't bet the over and under. You can't bet, +7, -3 on the Buffalo Bills. I mean, not that anybody would ever do that, but you got to do the fantasy rosters through DraftKings. And it's fun. I I love getting Junior's take because sometimes he just picks random people, and they actually do really well. I would love ETO have you in the breaks. Love to have you in the breaks. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, I got it. I just sort of hold back. It's actually cheaper if I didn't join in, so. All right. Trying to get something went wrong with the screen here. Might go back to just streaming from YouTube only. Yeah, so Dave, man, I don't know if you've heard me, but I'm a little disappointed in you. I thought you'd be in the playoffs this week in our fantasy team. Man, you crushed everybody through the whole year. I mean, maybe not the whole year. I mean, I crushed for a while, but Dave, man, you were in first place and second. You and Chad, well, no, you and Weston were battling out first place for most of the season. You had a fire team. I was thinking you were gonna take. I thought you were gonna take the league without a doubt, man. Your lineup is fire, still fire. One bad week, yeah, and the week was during. I know, isn't that how it goes? So right now it's Def Mud Thieves against Chad, and Chad started out. I played him the first week, and he kicked my arse into right into the gutter where I stayed the whole dang season. But he came back. He kind of dropped off after that, and then he came right back up and got hot during the playoffs. But man, your team all year, Dave, your team was either first or second. Most of the time, I remember it being in first. Who's your boy? Brick Harper, huh? Brick Harper took you. You had an amazing year. I couldn't get out of the, like 12th place, 13th place, maybe even 18th place. Oh, well, so it goes. Someone's got to be on bottom. Someone's got to hold up the load. I'm the right man for the job. Dave was talking with the players during the games, telling them what he needs. I knew it. He had the inside. He had the silver across the palms mojo. He knew when Angel Hernandez was going to be in the crapper or not. He's like, all right, Mets got this one. Alonso's the man. You didn't set your lineup this week. Well, welcome, Dave. I've been doing that for the last 4 weeks, actually. I gave up a couple weeks after the All-Star game. There's no hope for my team. I couldn't keep anybody. At one time, I took all the sandbaggers. Because I had Adley Rutschman, I had Sixto Sanchez, Glasnow, and I was holding on to them, thinking they were going to come back. Severino was supposed to come back. I think he's got out for another 2 years. Who knows? I sat on all these people, so I ditched them half season just before the All-Star game. And I had one good week after it, and I thought I had it. And then I fumbled the next 3 to 4 weeks. I just couldn't even couldn't squeak a freaking win at all. Yeah, it's Scherzer in fantasy, and he's my nemesis. Well, that's a huge one, Dave. I mean, Scherzer, I've heard, well, so says ESPN. He's the best pickup since the All-Star break. He's performed the best out of all not the All-Star break, the trade deadline breaks. Fumbling for words. Sprints the warning track after I tried it. God dang Scherzer. He's got to replace the vertigo-inducing Dodger pitcher. Scherzer was the man. Wasn't he the starter in the All-Star game too? Dude's a beast. Remember, what was it, last year, the year before? He got a big fat black eye because he was bunting and the ball came right up and took out his schnauzer. Was that 2019 or was that 2020? Dude's got a heck of a honker too, man. I can understand how that ball came up and whacked him. I mean, I got a decent sized nose, but I think his nose is bigger. And, ball flying around that fast off a wooden bat. Honk. As a Dodger fan, I love Scherzer and his two-color eyes. How do they lose? Yeah, I was saying that with my neighbor. And I said this at the beginning of the season. If the Dodgers lose 10 games, they got some explaining to do. Someone's got explaining to do. Because all that movement, all that action, all those all-stars, and all they got is a wild card spot, they should have locked the division. But in came along San Francisco, and San Francisco is beastly hot. Plus, my eyes are different colors, so I feel connected. I know. But, I think of like Bellinger's not really playing. I saw Gavin Lux is playing center field, and that's Bellinger's spot. I guess Lux has been crushing it. But Lux, if I remember, I thought Lux was on shortstop. I didn't realize he was outfield. You got these kids coming up and just kicking a lot of butt. You know what? Bellinger steps down, but they're so loaded. It's like, all right, we got it. Yeah, Bellinger's gone right to the freaking bottom, hasn't he? I might see him on my son's, little league team this weekend. He did that celebration last year, right? And he dislocated his shoulder, and he hasn't been the same since. Or he, dislocated it before the game, and then he blamed it on the celebration later. I don't know. Yeah, last year, when was he fired? He was fired in 2019, right? He got the MVP. I mean, last year he was okay, but he wasn't great. He did have my favorite play of 2020. I can't forget that. I don't want to talk about how horrible Bellinger is, although he is at this time. My favorite play of 2020 is where Bellinger runs back after Tatis cracks one over the fence, and Bellinger hops up there and steals it, and Bellinger loses his mind. Tatis goes into the dugout, loses his mind. He has his little fit shake down, Manny Machado approved. I can't believe he stole my home run. I deserve that home run. And then Brusdar Graterol just throwing his head around like a disc golfer or something like that. They didn't even win the game. It was just such a big play. Just a memorable play. As a beer league free agent coming. Man, and you know what? Thinking back into cardboard, I pulled Cody Bellinger's auto out of 2019 Optic, and it was a superfractor. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think you were around then, Dave. Yeah, Cody Bellinger superfractor out of 2019 Optic. It was just an auto. I don't think it was a relic. That was a sweet card, even though it was Optic, and even though it was a sticker. The kid I sent it to in San Diego, or he lived in LA too. He's a super LA fan. Hey, Jake the Snake, how you doing? Well, we're trying to put together a divisional, Jake. I don't know if anybody else is interested. If anybody's hopped in, I got the doors wide open. Doesn't look like a whole lot of traffic, so it goes. Time for a fresh start. Where do you want him to go, Preston? San Diego? Colorado? That would be pretty cool. Dustin's famously known for getting Dusty bunned. Yeah, and I think that was when he went to grab. Dusty picked him number 1 in the fantasy draft last year, 2020's fantasy draft. And he started out great, then he went and he turned into a freaking peach. I'm doing good, Jake. I did a 9.6 bicycle ride with my son and my neighbor. I only know how far we rode because my neighbor had some kind of tracking device on our bicycles. And it like yelled at us every mile we went. We took a ride from here on the suburbia Rochester, New York, down the Erie Canal. Took the Erie Canal down to this park that's by the Genesee River. The Genesee River is the main river that runs through the city here. And took it almost all the way downtown. It's called a canal path. So almost 5 miles one way. I think we clocked it at 5.3. And then, good old Lunchman. I know a shortcut back. So we shortcutted it back. A lot of fun. Good day. Bellinger is a major stoner, so he needs to go somewhere where he won't get arrested buying pot. He'd be amazing in Colorado, actually. Bellinger, I think, is built for Colorado. He looks like a Coloradodian. Rhodian. How would you say it? Coloradian? Preston wants another California team. Send him to Oakland. What's another California? Send him to the Angels. Bellinger is an Angel next to Trout. I don't see Bellinger as an Angel. Oakland? Well, check this out. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on bigfollows.com. Oh, man, I'm hitting the big time. I'm getting spammed by people. Forgot about that kind of stuff. That must be new. Bots going through Twitch, asking me if I want to be famous. Well, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Give me a call back in a couple of weeks. I'll let you know then. I had the game going on, but I saw the Reds were tied up. And then I saw a lot of commotion, but I was paying attention to hear. See what's on the old baseball right now. Any good games on, Preston? You watching any? Dave, you watching any games? If you guys are still around, see what's on here. Mariners and the Angles, bottom of the 7th. No, he missed the ball. Watching the end of the Dodgers game. I got it on the Seattle Angles. I was on the MLB Roundup channel. It was moving me from game to game. Quit doing that, though. All right. Bottom of the ninth. Oh, it's over, isn't it? 4-2. Beating the Demonbacks. Oh, there's your boy. Isn't that Jensen? Kenley? He's the Aroldis Chapman of LA. Kenley Jansen. He's shaky. He's awesome, but he's shaky. All right, bottom of the ninth. Jensen on the mound. On the bump, not the mound. Who's up to bat? Peralta. In comes the ball. That's a Steve Reich 1. Not a bit outside. Here we go. What are we hoping for? Peralta, double. Second pitch, double. Right now. Whoa, what a catch. Hit hard. Taylor makes a diving catch. Takes out Peralta. Peralta goes to 0 for 4. What a catch. How do you like that? What a catch. Chris Taylor coming in with a hell of a catch. He's a Dodger lifer. Yep. Can't imagine being on another team. Yep. I can agree with that, man. That's almost to the same spot. Whoa! It's like they're playing catch to left field. Oh, that's two pretty big catches right in a row. Man, that was a hell of a hit. That should have dropped. And Taylor's really kicking butt. Or they got a good angle from the camera side. All right, so 1 out away for the Dodgers, putting away the Diamondbacks. So who gets the win on this? Who is pitching? Maybe. I don't understand how wins are awarded in baseball. I would think if the team wins at the end of the game, they win, but one pitch away of putting this away. Gonsolin's going to. So Jensen will get the save. Gonsolin will get the W. There it is. Well, 3 up, 3 down for Jensen. That's how you play shutout baseball right there. Man, why can't the Yankees get a closer like that? Man, he shut. Well, I'd say Taylor had a lot to do with it, but maybe he wasn't great. Maybe if we had a better left fielder, we'd have Aroldis Chapman be lights out like that. So Oakland and Houston, looks like Oakland's winning 5-2. Atlanta spanking the Padres 78-7. Wait a minute, 4-0. Jerks and Profar against Max Fried. Got the Atlanta-San Diego game up. It's like Max Fried's doing a shutout against San Diego. Jerks and Profar up to fire. Well, looks like it's a little quiet again here. Might be my inebriation. Not able to focus. I hope you guys didn't send over. No, doesn't look like you did. I don't know if this is going to work. I might be getting a little exhausted myself. Well, check out OMG tomorrow morning. I believe Ozzy Albies to first. Freeman takes the catch. Preston, man, thanks for hanging out. Andy, thanks for hanging out. We can always revisit this. Maybe when I got single vision and not double vision. You think the Giants have it, Andy?